Welcome to iBoomerang. First, let's start with our disclaimer. Know that the company makes no guarantees about your ability to get results. The plan rewards you for selling products and services to customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual results may vary. The numbers that are represented in the presentation are prepared by the company. They're not to be reflective of your income or projections of your income. Individual effort is how this works. If you want, we can actually send you a copy of this where you can actually get a chance to read through every single word where you understand where the company stands. It's time for network marketing to evolve. Guys, if you've ever been in this industry before, an evolution is upon us, and I believe it's right now. This presentation is for those people who've been involved in network marketing before, whether you had success or not. For myself, I've been involved over 20 years, and I've had tremendous success. But this is also for that person who's never been involved before. They've only had a job their entire life, or maybe even ran their own business, and they don't understand the industry or what's going on. Trust me, when you see what I'm going to share with you here in a few minutes, you're going to be like, you know what, this is for me as well. And that evolution is about to take place. We have a first-class consumer experience, which creates a perpetual residual income builder. And I'll explain that throughout the presentation. But the customer is the key. The old model of network marketing, guys, it comes from the customers pay more. You already experience this every day. When you buy retail of anything, I have a bottle of water here. Trust me, they sell that bottle of water retail. Why? For company profits. When you're dealing in network marketing, the products, no matter what product it is usually sold at retail or above because you're actually sharing the income or the profits with a bunch of people. You're not just corporate sticking it in your pocket. And it says only strong recruiters win. I'm one of those strong recruiters, guys. I've been in this industry. The last company I was involved in, I personally recruited over 300 people. So I would consider myself a strong recruiter. And that's why I made millions of dollars. But at the same time, that's what that model required, and that's what I did. The new model, you make money even when your customers save money. Guys, when I first heard of this, when I first saw this, I was actually blown away by what I heard. By the way, my name is Rod Smith. I played professional football for over 14 years, won Super Bowls and did all that, won the championships, did the Pro Bowls and all that stuff. I'm a businessman. Most people know me. Some people know me for football. Some people know me for business. I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I just love business. And the founder or the CEO of this company, Mr. Holton Buggs, he and I we were in a previous company together. And when he showed me this model, I said, Mr. Buggs, there's no way you can do that where the customer will actually pay less than retail. So that's why I said this is for the seasoned networker or the person who's just been a customer their whole life. When have you ever seen the customers actually pay less than retail price, and there's still a ton of profits to go around and to create this tremendous business model? So how will we get this done? How will this vision bring this vision to the world? It all starts with travel. Guys, travel is an $8 trillion industry. I was actually in a travel business before this company, probably well past 10 years ago, about 15 years ago. I was in a network marketing company in travel, and I couldn't go on my own website and buy travel at a discount. So just imagine what my customers' experience was. It was not very well. And the great thing was I learned that because these customers couldn't buy and get what they feel is a fair deal, they wasn't going to be customers of mine, guys. And I eventually, even though I was making money, I exited that company because it just didn't feel right to make money that way. But as you can see here, the travel industry is ginormous. I don't know if that's a word, but it is huge. Look at Asia. $6 billion a day, $70,000 per second in Europe. You got 55,000. Let's go over here in the United States. $32,000 every single second from the travel industry in just the United States. You got Latin America here, 11,000 a second. You got Africa. There's other places around the globe, guys, that travel is just a tremendous industry. And so what I believe in, before I go any further, what I believe Mr. Buggs has done is he saw this opportunity as a way to disrupt the travel industry. And just like Uber disrupted the cab industry, you know, Uber, they don't own any cars, but they're a multi-billion-dollar company. the fastest company to $1 billion. And all they did was they took people who needed a ride with people who had a car, and they put an app in the middle. And that app they put in the middle is really a marketing arm to connect the two. And they went to multi-billion-dollar status without owning a car. Look at Airbnb. Some of you guys stay in Airbnbs all the time. Airbnb is the biggest hotel chain that doesn't own any rooms. People actually rent out their homes, but what is in the middle? There's an app, there's technology, there's marketing in the middle that connects a person who needs somewhere to sleep with a person who has a bed. There's a company called Turo. They do this with cars. You can actually rent, if you got 2 or 3 cars, you can actually rent your cars to people as they come into your city and make a tremendous amount of money off of that. And so why not the travel industry? Why not disrupt the travel industry? Why not change the model? Why not let network marketing evolve? But see, this is something I didn't know 2 weeks ago. Did you know that there's only 2 companies that monopolize the entire travel industry, especially when it comes to being online? See, back in the day, when I was playing football, you know, I had a travel agent. I actually could call the lady on the phone, and she would book all my travel for me, and she would tell me these were the best prices. I didn't look and check. I just trusted her, and that was it. Then along came this thing called the internet. These 2 companies here, guys, these 2 Booking Holdings and Expedia groups, these are the 2 basic conglomerates that own all of these travel sites. I honestly thought all of them were in competition with each other. Travelocity, Orbis, Trivago, Hotwire, CarRentals.com, and if you look on the other side, it's RentalCars.com. Just a different company owns it. These are all marketing arms, and they just market to different segments of the population. And you look how much money they're banking off of travel. 72+ billion over here, and 58, almost 60 billion over here. And the key, guys, is this parity and markup. Let me explain to you what parity and markup means. Parity and markup means these guys have cut deals with your rental car places, your hotels, your flights. They've cut deals with all these people. Why do you think, and I just learned this, why do you think when people actually go online to shop for travel, they find the same prices? That's what that parity and markup is. They marked it up to basically make you feel like you're getting a discount. Guys, there's only 3 ways you can buy travel. First way is retail. That's full price. The next way is what they consider discounted travel or discounted pricing. And the next one is this behind the curtains travel that we're going to be sharing with you here in a second. That travel is completely different. And you know how I knew how I knew I was meant to be doing this business? About 3 weeks ago, I was going to Nashville for an event. And my son, who works for the Marriott, my son said, "Dad, I can get you a hotel room downtown Marriott." I really didn't want to stay there, but he said, "Well, let me check the prices." So he did. He came back to me. He said, "I can get you the AC Hotel downtown Nashville." I looked it up. The AC Hotel is $369 a night. I'm there for 4 days. I'm thinking, okay, this is $1,400 bucks. My son came back, gave me a price of $200. I'm thinking, okay, that's pretty good, $200 a night. Guys, when I checked out, my bill was about $250 with tax and everything. I was like, wait a minute. So I know that these discounts, these super low behind the curtain pricing exist because I experienced it. It wasn't through this company, but wait till you see what we have here. The iGo Wholesale travel booking platform, guys, is absolutely amazing. You'll get over 70% off of retail prices. Now think about this. You're going to go online to shop for travel anyway. What if you can get 70% off? It's the same flight, it's the same hotel, it's the same rental car, it's the same vacation spot, it's the same theme park. But what if you could get huge discounts on that? You can earn extra travel bonuses when you refer travel to Extreme, the Extreme Travel booking engine. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. You enjoy discounted and exclusive experiences and members-only trips. You can become an optional travel agent opportunity. $8 trillion of travel inventory, guys. And everybody, what do everybody do? They click and order, right? So we're not changing what people are used to doing. We're just changing how much they pay for it, okay? The Extreme Travel Group, guys, is a top award-winning travel agent. That's the back end, the engine of this whole entire thing. The great thing about this is if your customers have a problem on their trip, they don't call you. They have a problem with their room, they don't call you. They call the travel agency that's actually, you can tell, they won the Fun Jet and Carnival Cruise. They won all kind of awards for Delta Vacations and Premier Diamond Agency. They've won travel awards. So this is a top-notch travel agency. They're the back end of this particular opportunity. Let's check out a couple of some examples of what you'll find on the site, guys. Like I say, these are representative of what we found at the time when we put this presentation together. But if you go online yourself, you're going to find deals that honestly are better than some of these. And I, like I said, I can't make a claim of that. You have to go experience it for yourself. But here's a New York City hotel, 4.5 star. New York City is one of the more expensive hotel spots. Total on Expedia $339. You go through the iGo travels at $178. You're saving $161. Who doesn't want to save $161? Paris, France, 4-star hotel, $440 a night, down to $130. $310 savings. You know what? If you're staying there for 4 days, that same thing is almost costing you for one night. You know, it's absolutely amazing. The same exact room, same hotel, completely different pricing. Look at this New York City rental car with the rental cars from $392. This rental here to $221. All right, Punta Cana 4-star resort, $1,215 for the week. You can get it for $712 a week. Guys, here's one thing. I just did this right before I knew I was going to record this. I went to what we have this thing called Weeks. You can click on a Weeks and you can pull up a city, state, or country, and you want to stay there for a week. Well, I've always wanted to go to Fiji, and my birthday's coming up in May, so I put in May 15th, and I put in Fiji. Those 17 results came up for a week, 7 days. Guys, you know, 15 out of the 17 results that came, the room was less than $100 a night. Someone were actually under $50 a night for 7 days in Fiji. I'm thinking about going to Fiji, all right? Here's some other reservation confirmations that took place. We blocked out some of the names for privacy purposes, but right here the reservation was $397. They actually saved $848. Here's another reservation here where the reservation was $287 total. They saved $532. Over here they saved $1,000, right at $1,000. The one I like is this fourth one here, because this is Mr. Bugs. This is Mr. Holton Bugs. He's the CEO of this company. I've worked with this gentleman now for over the last 10 years, and you're not going to find a more brilliant mind when it comes to business, especially this industry. He's one of those gurus in networking who's been in it, I think, probably since he was 2 or 3 years old. This guy is absolutely amazing at this, and when I knew he was starting his own company, I actually inquired directly with him to find out what exactly he saw and heard, because we had been in the travel industry before, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like it. But when he shared this with me, he showed me this. He showed me where this is one of his reservations, where he had went down to Cabo, and his reservation was $1,300. He stayed in a villa where he had a private butler and all inclusive and all that stuff, and he saved almost $1,600. And when I knew that was real, because he's never lied to me, I just knew this was something that was going to be big. See, all the other benefits, you can explore all the other benefits. There are different core services, not just hotels and rental cars, but there's cruises. There's some discounts on flights, not too many on flights, because, you know, the parity in flights is very, very tough because of they're packing all the planes out right now. You know, gas prices affect a lot of this stuff. There's homes. Here's what I was talking about with Weeks, the marketplace, and even timeshare owners, guys. There's different things parks, gift cards, restaurant savings, shopping rewards, golf trips. I know some guys, we love to golf. What if you could plan a golf trip and save 70%? I think your friends will really like you. As a matter of fact, my company and my family, we have a first cousin reunion every other year. So we're not going anywhere in 2019, but 2020, we're going to Belize. And I already told my cousin, good, I got the hookup, right? We're going to do a family trip in Belize, and why not use iGo? Why not use my own site to save up to 70% off for me and my entire family? There's usually around 12 to 14 of us that go, and we're going to have a blast, okay? Do you Boomerang? And I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be saying, yes, iboomerang. Guys, that iboomerang is actually very, very powerful. And I'm gonna share with you what that means. The boomerang itself, and if you think about the boomerang, the physical boomerang, when you throw it, it comes back. So what we're doing, and Mr. Bugs has perfectly coined this company, iboomerang, because see, when you throw out goodwill, goodwill is going to come back. So you're going to be sharing 50% of the savings with your friends and family. Customers can enjoy 50% of available savings. 50% of the savings go to you, and also go throughout the compensation plan for those who want to be a part of the business model. But guys, I want to share this with you real quick. A lot of people are skeptical of this industry and network marketing, but I want you to understand something. This blew me away. This slide right here is really all I needed to see. And once I saw it, and then when I went into the back office myself and actually went on the site and used these two things, and I pulled up exclusive trips and I compared them, I was really, really blown away. And the thing that got me the most was that the customer, they don't pay anything. If you're on here and you're listening to this and you don't want anything to do with the business part, perfect. Go save 50% on your travel anyway. There's nothing for you to lose. Here's the great thing for a distributor or a person who's involved in the business. If you're a TSA, as we call it, a travel savings ambassador, you're a TSA member, you know the great thing about this? Your customer has nothing to return. We don't own travel. We don't own planes or hotels. We're giving them, we're just like Uber, we're going to give them the booking engine for them to save money instead of them paying retail. And what if they click and they don't like the prices that they get? They go somewhere else. But if they actually click on this one, guys, I'm telling you, they're going to be pleasantly surprised. See, the boomerang you give out turns into a customer site. That site is now directly targeted for that customer. Let's say my cousin Latasha is who I'm going to give a boomerang to. She's a wedding planner in Maui. Duh, it makes sense. It's free to her. It don't cost her a thing. She can actually start booking trips and excursions for her clients. And at the same time, they'll save a ton of money, grow her business tremendously. She's one of the first people I thought about with this. So you'll get a customer site, but you as a TSA member have the same site. See, as a TSA member, you can save up to 70%, but as a boomerang, iboomerang customer site, you can save up to 50%. And in this particular case right here, we're going to go, here's an example of the boomerang and how it works. And so here you are, you're a TSA member, you throw out the boomerang to your cousin, your customer, and they save $1,699 on this particular trip right here. As you can tell, this particular trip right here, there's a beautiful resort here that they're going, Playa del Carmen. On the boomerang site, they can save $1,699. But if it was you going, you would save $3,000, almost $400 if it was you. But you're giving goodwill to them, so they're only going to save $1,700, only $1,700, right? Well, the company says, we appreciate you giving goodwill, and they're going to cut you a check for half of what they saved. It didn't take away from the customer. Just half of what they saved will come to you, and the other half will be distributed throughout the organization as well as for company profits. Guys, when I saw this, and I've experienced it, I've actually used it now, I was like, wow, the evolution is happening. It's happening right now. No offense, whether you're a part of it or not, the world searches online, and we're just giving them a better way to do it. Let's look at some customer models here real quick. You give out a boomerang. Let's say you got 10 customers. The average savings, they just take one trip a year. The average savings is, guys, $600, about $600. It could be a whole lot more, as you can see from some of the things that we pulled up. So that's a total savings of $6,000. That savings, you would make an additional $3,000. Whenever they travel and all the transactions are done, let's say here's another one where you got 100 customers, okay? When you're giving out something for free that saves people up to 50%, you're not selling anything. You're not recruiting anybody. There's no rejection. How are they going to reject money? Unless you hate money, you would say no to this, right? So you got 100 customers. Now it's $60,000. You make an additional $30,000. Guys, some people don't make $30,000 a year working very, very hard. And this will be something part-time on the side, or it could be even a full-time thing for some of you guys. What if you got up to 1,000 customers? What if it took you, let's say, 5 years to get you 1,000 customers, and the same exact averages of 600, and you made an additional $300,000 a year? You made $25,000 a month. It's just hypothetical. I think that'd be pretty good. All right. What about if you build a team? Let's look at a couple quick models real quick as you build a team. The way the team building works, because see, here you have a team of 50. They all have 10 boomerangs plus as well, right? So what if they go out there and throw out their 10 boomerangs, your 50 team members? Now you got 500 trips going on through your organization. They averaging $600 in savings. The average customer value is around $575. That means you're generating about $58 a day. That's for you. So you're making an additional $1,700 a month, $20,000 a year. Go build a team of 250. Over time, you build a team of 250. It's going to be pretty easy, or easier, I should say, because I can't make a claim, but it's easy to give away something for free that benefits the person you gave it to. And what I did, guys, I've been doing that now for about 4 or 5 days, and I'm not going to say the number, of quite a few people who said, you know what, man, I really like this boomerang thing, but I think I know some people I want to give it to. Why not I make residual income? I was like, you know what? More power to you. And that's what they wanted to do. So 250, they give out 10 boomerangs, guys. That's 2,500 trips, $600 average. There's 2877 customer volume, $288 a day, $8,600 for the month. You're over $100,000 a year. Okay. And the last one will be 1,000. This is a very aggressive model. You do this over time. You systematically do it. You teach your team to duplicate the simplicity of what we have. 10,000 customers, guys, you're averaging $12,600 in customer volume, $1,200 a day that you're making, $37,000 a month that you're clearing, $453,000 a year. These numbers are the numbers. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to, I can't embellish them or undervalue them, but I can tell you, knowing what I know and being in this industry for so long, I've never seen anything like this. Okay, so here's our pre-lunch fast start compensation plan. Just want to touch on it real quick because as you introduce people to this opportunity, guys, there's different levels. They can choose a coach class, business class, or first class. And everybody you bring into the opportunity, guys, I always like to think of it as a movie theater. It's the first level. That means they're sitting on the front row closer to the screen. So everyone you bring into the opportunity, you're going to be able to get 25% of the BV, which is the business volume from each one of these classes. And so if you had a person who came in first class, you would clear $200 just like that. What if you had 10 people? You've actually doubled your investment, right? And now you're in the business for free forever after that. The people in the first row, as I like to call it, bring the people in the second row. You'll get 12%, just depending on where they start. Third row, 12%, and down from there. This particular thing, one I want to highlight really is, guys, is this total. They're paying out 77% of the income that comes in from people taking advantage of this opportunity. I haven't ever seen that. I've only been in companies where they've tried to do 50%. If they do too much, they will cut it back, those types of things. But 77% is a very, very, very generous compensation plan. So how do you get started? Let me go ahead and share with you guys the ways of getting started with this. This opportunity is absolutely phenomenal. The standby is $49, like standby on an airline, right? You'll get one boomerang customer site. You get 5 boomerangs to send out, and you get 25% of the referral commission. So $49 can get you a spot. But then you really want to pick coach, business class, or first class. Guys, it's completely up to you. These packages have pluses and minuses with each. As a coach class, you get hotels, flights, and rental cars. You get your 10 boomerangs to be able to share with other people, and you get 50% of the travel savings bonuses. In the dual team, as the compensation plan evolves, you're going to get 10% of that. And like I say, all these things here is what you get with the coach. In business class, you get to add all of coach and cruises. Now you got 25 boomerangs. 100% of the travel savings bonuses come back to you, 12% of the dual team. And you get to level up as far as in reservations and different things like this. This is a $500 package. You get 400 BV with that as well. And the last one is what we call first class. It's $1,000, and you get all of the business class. You get homes, you get weeks, you get the marketplace, you get lifestyle, you get timeshares, you get 50 boomerangs. You get 100% of the travel savings bonuses. And for a limited time, This is why I would highly recommend this pack, because you can be a founder. Anybody who gets this founders pack before that number caps out, which this thing is moving very, very quick, it goes from 15%, you get grandfathered in at 20%, and that 20% is for the entire year. For one full year, you're grandfathered in at 20%. That has never happened in this industry as well. So the evolution is happening. You get VIP level 1 reservations when you're booking things for yourself. Guys, this first class that's what I would recommend. And I say this because I have some friends who are realtors and different service-oriented people. I said, now think about it. How do you market your business? And, they do closing gifts and different things like this. My cousin, he's a big-time car salesman. I said, think about this. Once they buy a car, you make your commission, you're done. Once they buy a house or sell a house, you make your commission, you're done. You don't make anything else. What if you gave them one of these boomerangs for free as a closing gift? So if you got 50 boomerangs at $1,000, that's $20 closing gift. Those people who are buying houses and cars, you know what they do? Just like all of us, they travel. And if they're going to travel and they're going to get up to 50% off and have their own site to do it, they can include their family members. They can include, I think, up to four people per boomerang. And it's $20 if they travel at all, which they will, and you're getting paid again. This is a way to create residual income for a lot of service industry people. I just want to share that first class, grandfathered in at 20%, was strong, and this Founders Club promotion, okay? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Get started now. Contact the person who got you in front of this presentation. Again, my name is Rod Smith, live in Denver, Colorado. I'm super excited to see you actually passing out those boomerangs, all right? You guys have a great one.